Happy Monday. Happy middle of March. Happy 1 year anniversary of making these videos. It's been 1 whole year now, unbelievably, and it's going to continue. We're going to keep right on going until, well, who only knows when. But anyways, welcome to your yoga practice today. Our nice hour of fun and exciting things. Have whatever accoutrements you may need at the ready. I have a couple of blocks and a strap. I know that I will be needing those things today. You might need those. You might not need those. You might want a knee cushion. Have whatever you might need. Just because I have something or don't, or I use it or don't, doesn't mean that you may or may not need that sort of prop. So have what you need so that you can best listen to your body and give it what it needs and have what it needs available. And let's get started. To the mat. Starting standing. Feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're going to do some rocking or swaying, just kind of shifting our weight side to side. Give the heel a little lift as it feels safe and comfortable. Just starting to connect with the floor, with our body in space, with our balance. Grounding ourselves. It'll make everything else that we have going forward that much easier to do. And as you're going along, as it starts to feel like you got a little more connection to your balance, you can lift the foot nice and gently. It's kind of soothing, I think, rocking back and forth, kind of meditative almost. And then we'll start to bring it back to center. We're going to do a little squat, heel towards the butt. Squat down, heel towards the butt. We're just activating the hamstring. If you have to, give a little tap. Keep a finger there for a couple of heel to butts so you can feel that muscle working. Make sure it's the one that we want working. Let's do one more on each side. One. And we're going to keep the squats going. Now kind of lift that knee up and out to the side a little bit. A little bit longer. One more each side. One and one. Back down and back up. Then we're going to do a little step out to the side, squat down, back in to the other side and down. Just kind of lateral step. Sit the hips back, then the knees bend. Keep the chest up. Oh, chest up and open. Spine long. A little bit longer. Just trying to get things warmed up and moving. Get the heart rate up a little bit. Wake the body up a little bit. So we're ready to go. All right, let's do one more step to each side. That's one, and back to center. A little shake out. And we're going to take inhale, bring the arms up, lifting the heels. And exhale, nice and controlled, back down. Inhaling up, keep the spine long, don't arch the back or puff the chest. Back down. Two more with the breath. There's one. And two. Then we're going to go up again. We're going to hold it. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. As best you can. It'll help stretch those forearms out. Open the shoulders. Lifting those heels up as high as you can. Activating the foot and ankle muscles and lower leg muscles. And then an exhale. Gently controlled, calming back down. I'm going to switch perspectives. Not being the weight of the leg. All right, arms going back up. Take care that we don't do this. Keep it long. Exhale, nice hinge, down to forward fold. Bend the knees as you need to. You want that spine to be long. Remember here, not here. Please don't do this. After all this time and all the cueing, you should know by now this isn't helping you. We're here, we want to think sit bones right where you sit. We're trying to turn those up towards the ceiling. That activates our quads. And we are doing our forward fold properly. Inhale, reverse that dive back up. Exhale, back down to our nice forward fold that we just perfected. We're going to move with the breath. going to do one more and we'll end in forward fold. Right here. I'm going to take and release down, step back to plank. Remember, we don't want to be sinking into our joints, sinking into our wrists. Press the floor way up and out of it. Your body will be much happier for it. And then exhale, we're going to lower all the way down to the floor. And on an inhale, we're going to come up to either cobra or up dog. You choose what fits the moment for you. Make sure those shoulder blades are back and the chest is open. And we have the ears away from the shoulders. And an exhale, we're going to take it back to down dog. Similar concept here as in our forward fold. We want the spine to be long, turning those sits bones up. So we might find we have to bend the knees a little bit. Experiment with that if you're not sure. If you're straightening your knees and your tailbone rounds, give them a little bend, lift, and notice the difference. Shift back to plank. Inhale here. On our exhale, back down to the floor. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, back to our down dog. And on an inhale, raise that right foot up. Think of lifting from the inner thigh. On an exhale, float it back down. And then the left one. Exhale, float it back down. Inhale, look up. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our feet to our hands, back to our forward fold. Line it all back up. Now we're going to lift to half forward fold, a nice flat back position. We're going to take our left hand, place it on the outside of the right knee, right hand on the hip, low back. And as we inhale, that right shoulder rolls back and open. Left ribs, we're just getting a gentle little twist. And exhale, release. And we'll take it to the side. Right hand on the outside of the left knee. Left hand on the low back or hip. Inhale, left shoulder rolls back and open. Take those right ribs, turning them up towards the left. Exhale, release back to that forward fold. Or half forward fold. Now release down to our forward fold. Might not be much different, and that's okay. Inhale, reverse our dive all the way up. Exhale, release the arms to the sides. We're going to interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Make sure we don't do the back arch chest puff. Keep it long and open. And release. Shake out. Alright, switching perspectives again. I'm going to do some side opening, lengthening. On an inhale, I'm going to step my right foot behind, right arm up, left hand grabs that wrist, and then as I'm inhaling, lengthening. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lengthening the left. Moving with the breath at your own perfect pace. Nice and steady, breathing into the belly, expanding the side torso. It's very easy to make this become automated or robotic and just move from position to position. It's not what we want to do. It's not what yoga's about. Let's get 2 more on each side. One more each side. And back to center. Give a couple little shoulder rolls, a little shake out. Just helps to encourage everything to relax so we can move more effectively. That's what we want to do. All right, let's step it out wide. Turn those toes in as much as is comfortable. Yep. Make sure those quads are active. Our inner thighs are active. We want to keep it that way as we hinge down. That's what we're going to do. So inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, nice hinge, leading with the chest. Keep the activation all the way down. And here you can put your hands on the floor, on a block. You can fold your arms. You can place them down, floor or block, with your fingertips pointed in towards you. I always like this one. It helps to stretch the wrist, the forearm, open up the shoulders. While we're here, let's take a little walk over to the right ankle. Imagine you're trying to pull that torso towards your right thigh. If you want to give the left knee a little bend, you can do that. Now walk it over to the left. Same thing, bend the right knee as you like. Trying to pull that torso towards the left thigh. Really stretching our sides, back. One more time to the right. And one last time to the left. And then bring it back to center. And then we're going to start to walk to the right. Sit the hips back, bending the knee. And then over to the left. Same thing. Just gently gliding back and forth. And as we're in our side lunge, if we get sloppy with the inner thigh, we're kind of maybe pressing down more through the arch. Press down through the outer edge of the foot. Feel that leg engage. You get a lot more lengthening out of it. Let's get each side one more time. And we're going back to center now. I know I need some blocks here for this one. I have two because mine are pretty thin. We want to place it down on the floor in front of our face. Place our hands on it nice and centered. And we're going to inhale, rotate to the right. If we're really open, we can bring that right arm up. If we're not, just keep it at the side. Focus on bringing those left lower ribs up towards the right side. Breathing into the side. And then exhale, release back to center. Right hand down. And now the left goes up. Make sure we're pressing up and out of the wrist, the shoulder. Don't be sinking down. Be nice and active. Exhale, back to center. We're going to do each side one more time. Inhaling, opening, twisting to the right. Make sure you can still breathe deeply and effectively. If not, back off on the twist. Raise it up a little bit. We want to make sure we can breathe nice and deep in every pose we are in. Exhale back to center. And last time to the left. Exhale back to center. Hands on the hips. Quads still active. Hinge right back up. You can walk the feet in a little as we need to. We're going to turn the right foot out towards the short edge of the mat. Left one comes in also. Straighten the knee, but don't knock it out. Little bend because we want to keep activation. Now let's square up our hips. Inhale, raise that left arm up. And exhale, hinge and reach, keeping the spine long. When you can't reach anymore, you can put the hands down. Now from here, we're going to inhale, sweep that left arm up into triangle. Use your blocks here if you need it. Raise up if you need to as well. If it's more helpful to keep your hand at your side or you're more open in the chest, you can do that too. Whoop. Exhale, sweep that left arm back down. We're going to come to revolve triangle. I know that I need my blocks for this. So I'm going to place them on the instep. Left hand on the block. My right hand is going on the right hip. Inhale, opening now, twisting to the right. Exhale, release back to center. Now we're going to come into half moon. I'm going to place my blocks now on the outside of my foot, pinky side, about 6 inches in front. Hand goes down. I'm placing left hand, left hip. Start to send our weight forward. A little less weight on that back left foot. And lift. Adjust your blocks, your hand placement as you need to. And we start to bend at the hip, bending the knee, gently coming back down. Keep that knee bent, hands on either side. We'll send those blocks around. Back to center. Might as well get there as we started. Hands on the hips. Hinge it right back up. Left foot short towards the short edge of the mat. Right one turns in now. Gently begin to straighten the knee, but not locking it out. Square up the hips. Inhale that right arm up. And exhale, reach and hinge, reach and hinge. When you can't anymore, arms down into our pyramid pose. Now we take, inhale the right arm up, opening into triangle. Exhale, bring that right arm down. Time for a revolve triangle. Get those blocks as you need them. Right hand down, lumbar spine still long. Left hand, left hip. Inhale, rotating, opening to the left. Keeping good pressure on that back right foot. The whole foot, the heel, the outer edge. You should feel those quads being active. Exhale, return to center. Now adjust your blocks for the half moon. Hand on the hip. Again, bending. Less weight on the right. Lifting, oh so gently, gracefully. Now begin bending, bending, lowering back down. Walk it back to center. Hands on the hips. Inhale, nice hinge back up to standing. Heel to all those feet back together. Or back closer together. Release. Now we're going to need our strap. At least I will need the strap, I know that much. So if you have a strap or a towel, let's loop around the arch of the right foot. And raise that knee up. So you're up tall. Pelvis locked into place. Left side glute, glute med, TFL. Active. Finding our center here. And then as we're ready, willing, and able, extending that right knee, bringing the foot forward. And we're going to come into flying warrior. So we're going to straighten our leg, nice tension on the band, pressing our foot into the strap as we hinge forward into our flying warrior. Conveniently, I have the wall right behind me to help with my form. Having a wall close by is never a bad thing. And we're going to hinge right back up to our standing. Bring your knee in. Tap down as you need to, of course. We'll bring that right foot back out. Then as we're ready, out to the side. Bring it back to center. And back down. A little shake out. Now let's loop around the left foot. Bring that left knee up. Find our balance, find our center here. And as we're ready, willing, and able, extending that foot forward, using that left quad to straighten the knee. Don't lock it out though, remember. Now we're going to do our hinge back to our flying warrior. Hinge right back up. Tap down as you need. Bring that foot forward again. And then as we're ready, out to the side. Bring it back center. And back down. Shake it out. Set that aside. Come to the front of the mat. Feet about hip width apart. 2 fist distance, remember. Let's inhale the arms up. Nice. Exhale and hinge down to forward fold. Maybe we're feeling a little bit longer by this point. Inhale, reverse that hinge back up. And on the exhale, drop the left, lengthen the right side. Inhale the left up. And exhale, drop the right, lengthen the left. Inhale that right arm back up. And on the exhale this time, sitting the hips back into chair pose. Inhale, press up. Now on the exhale, now twisting chair to our right. Exhale, release the center. Inhale, press up. And exhale, twisting chair to the left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, press up. And exhale, release to the sides. Alright, inhaling back up. Exhale, diving down. And now lightening our blocks again. You know what I do. Alright, so we can do some leg lifts. We want to make sure our spine is long and lined up. We don't want to be rounded. That's going to affect our balance and our ability to use our muscles correctly as well as breathe effectively. So nice and long. And adjust your hand placement as necessary to help counterbalance. Inhale that right leg up. Keep everything long. Don't dump into the left hip. Don't throw your weight into that side. Keeping the hips level here. So if that means you don't raise up as high, that's fine. Exhale, bring it back down. And now the left one goes up. Exhale, back down. Now right one again, one more time. Exhale back down. And last time with the left. Exhale back down. Bring it to forward fold. Set those aside. Release down. This time to a forearm plank. Elbows under the shoulders. Wrists lined up with the elbows. Palms down. Fingers spread nice and wide. A little bit longer. Keep breathing nice and deep and even. And release down. Now we'll grab hold of our feet as we're able. And we're going to lift and lengthen the spine into an upward bow. Release. Let's press back into child's pose. Now we're going to come to seated. We're going to grab hold of our feet, make our spine nice and long. And keeping hold of our feet, we're going to inch them forward as much as we can, keeping our spine long. So we might not be able to extend our knees fully, and that's okay. I know that I can't do it. What we don't want is what we've done over so many times. Please don't round. Keep it long. Shoulder blades back. Here. And then you start to feel a little bit more length. Maybe you can extend a little more. But stay within your means. Keep the form in alignment. That's about as far as I'm going to get, I think. All right, then release. Let the knees come down the rest of the way. We bring the hands to the outside edges of the hips. Fingers spread wide. Press those palms down. Shoulders back, chest open into staff pose. Relax. Bring that right foot over the left side, left knee. Right hand at the base of the spine, so up nice and tall. Inhale, left arm up. And on the exhale, left elbow, right knee, right shoulder rolls back and open into our twist. Also helps if that knee and that arm are pressing into each other. Release on an exhale. Hands outside the hips again. We're going back into staff pose. Release. Now left foot outside that right knee. Left hand at the base of the spine. Nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen that right arm up. And on the exhale, right elbow, left knee, press them into each other. So left shoulder rolls back and open into the twist. Release on an exhale. One more time in our staff pose. And release. Now bring those feet flat. Hinging back, keep nice and long, chest open, just until you feel some activation in the middle. Now bring those arms forward. Now you can either hold it here, you can lift the feet. If you're feeling really ready, willing, and able, use those quads to extend the knees. And let's take it all the way down. If you have your blocks still handy, we're going to take those again. We're going to place them under the sacrum. Let it rest down. Now let the left leg extend out. We're going to start to bring the right knee in towards the chest. Really helping us lengthen and open the left side of the hip right now. The left side of our torso even. Release Release the right side and extend that out. Now the left one comes in. Release the left. Bring the right knee back in again. We'll do each side one more time. Release the right. And last time on the left. And release the left. Slide the blocks out. So those aside. And the arms out in a T. Hips at 90, knees at 90. Let's inhale. Down to the right. Exhale back to center. And then to the left. With the breath, we'll get 2 more on each side. And let's inhale, tap the feet down, keep spot on alignment. Exhale back up. You don't want to arch the low back or press it down. So bring those feet down as far as you can, maintaining form. All work happening in the midsection. One more. Bring those feet down. Extend the legs out on the floor. Arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. Nice big deep inhale. Gathering up all your tension. Flex all your muscles. Make a face. Hold it. Hold everything. Exhale and release. Let it go. Bring your arms to your sides. And take Shavasana. let's roll it over onto the right or left side to the fetal pose. And we'll press it back up to seated. Sukhasana, easy pose, nice and comfortable. A nice long spine, open chest. Inhale, lengthen up one last time. And exhale to the heart center. Namaste. You may now go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bring it on. All right. Great job out there today. Go get them. I'll see you on the next one.